Hello and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. This is episode what episode is this? 25 now? I want to say. I think 25. But anyways, yeah, so this episode we are back at base camp and working towards getting the what we need done for the blast furnace. So yeah, some of these things need to be reheated. Actually, this can be worked. So I found out a quick method to refine iron blooms into the ingots. And that's so you basically shrink, and once you get past the red, punch once, and then light hits all the way. So there's that. Alright, so these are heating back up again. Also need to start welding them into double ingots and then working them into sheets. So that'll take a good old amount of time. See, I was mining a whole bunch of magnetite off camera. Back at the mountain where we first found magnetite, by where all the bismuth was. So making plenty of good use from that. Also mined some more limonite, which I want to save because we are going to need, maybe hopefully we could start extracting nickel from it soon. Haven't heard back yet from the creator of the mod, of the Udary mod that lets us extract nickel from limonite. So yeah, hoping to hear from the creator soon. Anyways, off camera, another orange tree planting. Also, our couple of cherry trees planting. Also, what I found on the way back home, which is awesome. I've set up this chest here that has saplings and 3 more kinds of berry bushes. Our 2 new ones being gooseberries and blueberries. Gooseberries, I've never actually seen them in person. But anyways, we have more raspberries, so we need to add these down to our little berry garden down here. So, what are we gonna do here? So right, raspberries. Maybe what I could do here is get out my shovel first. I'm gonna put dirt in these 2 spots. Just put the blueberry bush down real quick. And, oh, you know what? We need this spot open. Okay, good. Yeah, I think this needs to be, this needs to be grass. So that needs to be growing first. Gooseberries. I guess we'll just have right. No, I guess you can't stack them. Okay. As for the blueberry bush, we'll just have this right next to the gooseberries. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Okay, and the raspberries we won't plant quite yet, but we'll get to that soon. Anyways, also done off camera. Started making some alcohol for what do we need it for? Oh, we need to make vinegar. So once we get cherries, I think we can also do it with gooseberries too. Making vinegar from alcohol. So, okay, yeah. So some of these we could start welding. So I've already got 4, actually 2 sheets done. but we're gonna need a lot more though. So another thing we also need to get to, I need to get more graphite. Because we're gonna need to make fire clay bricks. So to get started on that, mine some more kaolinite, I guess. So anyways, back to the whole vinegar making. We have a whole barrel of whiskey here, and we could also make vinegar from sake too. So I believe we could just do no. I think we need to cut this in half first. Where's my knife? There it is. Or is it not with the knife? No, maybe not. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. Yeah, so it has to be like diagonally towards the knife. Okay, so... No, that's still too big. Nope. Okay, interesting. Maybe I did this wrong. Oh, it needs to be rice flour. Okay. Right, I forgot about that. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty easy to do. We'll just put that in there and grind that up. Okay. So, another idea. Maybe to make the house bigger. We'll see about that. Considering we don't really have much space up here. But we're going to need to make us a space for the blast furnace. And at some point. Might as well just start doing some of this first. So I guess maybe something to talk about. I guess how about the Wii U edition of Minecraft? Looking forward to trying that out. From what I've seen already, it's pretty much just a port of the console edition, but having never played the console edition before, should be pretty interesting. Also, kind of interesting about it too, is that the reason why it took so long to do is just because it was just a port of it, just a port of the console edition. I guess one of the reasons why it took so long to get out was because in Japan, where Nintendo usually, focuses, I guess, their marketing and whatnot. Yeah, it just wasn't that popular. It's just not as popular as it is over in North America and in Europe. So, kind of interesting thing about that. So that would explain for how long it took for that to come. But the wait was worth it, I'd say. Okay, right, we cannot store that in here. Might as well just do that. So, also, I guess what more about the Wii U edition? Oh yeah, it's got like this, from what I've also seen, like you have different kinds of worlds, depending on what kind of texture packs you buy, which is kind of odd. Not sure how much I like that, but I guess it's just a whole part of the Nintendo downloadable content thing, which is fine. And considering what they have to offer, it's actually pretty cool because you can make different worlds with those different texture packs, and most of those are based off of games. Namely Skyrim, Mass Effect, and I think that's it for games, but I think there's also a festive one that's like a Christmas kind. I think there's also a Halloween one too. Not sure how the worlds look for that, but I'm sure that's pretty neat. So yeah, that's that. What I'm looking forward to this week, not only Christmas, and of course not only to see Star Wars Force Awakens, which unfortunately some bonehead online spoiled a huge part of the movie for me. Oh, I was seething that the entirety of yesterday morning when it was spoiled to me in the morning was not a good way to wake up. Not a good way to start the day. But anyways, I'll be able to live with it. It just really bothered me because I've been waiting for the movie for a long time, and somebody had to make a stupid meme about a really important scene, which of course I'm not going to talk about. And yeah, not fun. So yes, what I was going to say is the next episode of Minecraft Story Mode. The third episode was really good. I really enjoyed that one. Hopefully, though, with the fourth one, it's not gonna be like two in that it's short. It kind of reminds me of the whole thing with Star Trek movies. For those who don't know, usually it's like with the old ones, back in like the 80s and 90s. Usually, like the odd-numbered ones were the best, and the even-numbered ones. No, actually, no, other way around. The odd-numbered ones were the worst, and the even-numbered ones were the best. Which kind of stopped being the case with the latest Star Trek movies. That's another thing. Oh yeah, before I get too off topic, I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I'm just hoping that didn't end up kind of being the case with Minecraft Story Mode, in which instead the odd numbered episodes would be the best, and the even numbered ones would be the worst. Even though to give episode 2 the benefit of the doubt, although as short as it was, at least you were given the opportunity to explore two completely different areas. Namely Boomtown and Redstonia. But besides that was pretty much it. Sadly. And it was also kind of a frustrating ending. Oh. You know what? I'm not going to spoil that. Wow. Just caught myself there. But, no, I probably would have edited that out. Or let people know that I was going to spoil something about the story, about episode 2. Even though it's not one of the better ones, but it's still important. But still, as most of us already know, or most watching, or those who have played the game already know, the third one's definitely the best. Or I should say better than episode 2. And probably, quite honestly, my favorite of them so far. So, definitely looking forward to episode 4. And what they've said already, careful, spoiler alert, is that apparently the Witherstorm is supposed to be able to be defeated. Or supposedly will be defeated in this 4th episode. And that the 5th episode has some kind of... it's not a bonus episode per se, but it's kind of a secret. It's kind of a secret one. Or it's a special one, I guess. Because, I mean, the whole story doesn't just reflect around the terror of the Witherstorm and uniting the Order of the Stone. It's also about, you also have this whole mystery about, what's the story with Ivor? What happened between him and the other members of the Order? And of course, there's a particularly important issue that comes up right at the end of episode 3. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So I'm really curious to see how that turns out. But anyways, back to Star Trek. That latest teaser trailer for Star Trek Beyond was not the best. at all. Looked at it, it was like, oh gosh, it's like a Star Trek Fast and Furious edition. And I say that more because the director, Justin Lin, I think directed either 1 or 2 Fast and Furious movies. I know he did 6. But either way, it might have came down to something decided by the production company, namely Paramount. And so yeah, we'll see about that. Because one of the writer and the actor who plays Scotty, who many of you have probably seen in comedy movies like, I guess, is it Shaun of the Dead that he's in? I don't remember. But yeah, so he was one of the writers, and he said he was a little bit disappointed, or something along those lines. He was disappointed by how they did the trailer, which is a relief. And he also went on to say that it's like there's a lot more to the movie than just there being a lot of action, a lot of action in it. So hopefully that's true. Because it would be a shame, really, if that's how they ended up finishing the trilogy. Anyways, I guess that's pretty much it for what I want to talk about here, or at least what I had in mind. Already 20 minutes into this recording. Made quite a bit of progress. Yeah, actually, before we end it here, this is something I didn't realize we could do before, or hadn't really tried yet. And that's that we can put, I think, at most 24 iron in at once, with rich magnetite, or rich iron ore, I should say, just in general. If you put 20 in it, you'll get 700 units, a perfect 700 units, and no extra. I kind of made that mistake earlier with, I think it was a bunch of rich magnetite that I did before, earlier on, and did not quite work out so well. Oh, you know what? I need a little more magnetite. I took too little there. Oh, as you might be able to tell, I raised the chimney up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to need to do a little bit more mining soon of magnetite. Okay, so that was 16 before. Let's just try to play it safe here. Let's put all of that bunch, and then that again. And then charcoal. What I want to add here, just to make this, kind of decorate this a little bit, is maybe put like stairs on the top here, to make it look like it's kind of rounded, and maybe on these spots here too. So I'm gonna need the chisel for that. And okay, right. So we just need 2 of these. Ooh, one thing I've been forgetting to make is I want to make a quiver. That might be interesting to make. And I think these go something like. You know what? Just to. Okay. Play it safe. There we go. Nice. Okay, so can we actually? Okay, no. So this is the inventory for it to see what we can store in there. Okay, that's good to know and good to have. Already finished up. Okay, right. So to end this episode off, let's just kind of do a little bit of decorating of the bloom. Maybe let's use the marble. I want to use a stone hammer. Don't want to waste up my wrought iron hammer. So okay. Okay, so right. Alright, So we don't want to go into detail mode. We want to do something like that. Oh, that could work, actually. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I think that could work. Maybe we might actually add another block up here and cut down most of the block except for one notch on the top here. So we'll just do that and that, and yeah, that works. I think works for me for now. So yeah, let me know what you think about this look in the comments. We'll go from there. So anyways, smart moving. So weird how it works with barrels here. Anyways, thank you for joining me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time in episode 26 of TerraFirmaCraft.